This is MSR TV6 15 Minutes News. In the headlines, world-renowned Calypso King ready for St. Martin. Library has new media lab. French and Dutch authorities seeking info on woman who was shot dead. These stories with much more details coming up right after this.
MSR Cable TV, simply the best.
Phillipsburg Jubilee Library has yet another addition in its quest to educate and edify the population with its multimedia technology room, Media Lab. The library will be offering courses for the use of multimedia where one can become more versed in the use of internet and multimedia, make presentation, create movies, games, flyers, posters, and much more. Library Director Monique Albert explains.
We're very proud that we could work with the 4C Foundation and the local business community to open this new media lab. And it's really that children in St. Martin, they get to know the newest technologies, they get to learn with the newest technologies, and you know children nowadays, they learn more with images than with books. So yeah, and we saw the first class was very excited. They learned to make a quiz out of YouTube movies. They all know YouTube, but how can you make a quiz of a YouTube movie? That's what they learned today, and well, I think they're very excited. So far we're going to think it's a success.
Mrs. Albert, this was an open part of the library. Were there some renovation done in order to host this lab?
Yeah, we did a reservation because this was one area and was not air conditioned, so we had to close it off and lower the ceiling a little. And yeah, we were very happy with the support of 4C Foundation and local business communities that we could equip the lab.
And is it open to all schools, and what age group?
So in the mornings we have the school classes from the different primary schools. In the afternoons we organize workshops for high school students and adults, and in the evenings. And it's also possible for organizations who want to organize their own workshop or course to rent the media lab for their own purpose.
Jose Sommers, president of 4C Foundation and person in charge of DigiKids project, also spoke on her involvement in the media lab.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's one of the things that we wanted with a group of people for a long time, because we think, like Ms. Albers already said, that nowadays if you really want to engage students and you want to make them enthusiastic about learning and education, we have to, as adults, invest and give them the opportunities to be ready for this century.
And who came up with this idea? How did it all came about?
We were working together for some time, and we had funds available also from Holland, the public library. At the same time, I was doing a large other project, an ICT technology project called DigiKids for the St. Martin schools. And we decided to include the public library in this project because it opens opportunities for all the children on the island and not just a few schools. So we think this is a perfect opportunity for students to come, and also it can function as a teacher training resource center as well.
The Phillipsburg Jubilee Library, together with the Rotary Sunrise, will be hosting its second annual Easter egg hunt for children ages 4 to 10 years old. The Easter egg hunt will take place on Saturday, April 12th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the grounds of the library. Apart from the egg hunt, the children will be engaged in fun activities such as face painting, storytelling, and prize winning. Library Activities and Public Relations Manager Morinka Charles Arundel went more into details with MSR reporter.
The Rotary Club of St. Martin Sunrise and the library has been doing the Easter egg hunt now for 2 years. Last year was our first one. It was very successful, and we decided, okay, you know, it was successful, let's partner again and do it again. This year we're doing it for the same age group, children 4 to 10 years old. Registration starts today and it ends on Friday. So you can come to the library and register, call the library, or you can, if you know any members of the Rotary board, you can also register through them. And so we're keeping it strictly to 4 to 10 years old. It's also $5. Okay.
Morenica, where is this hunt going to be held, and what can be expected?
Well, it's going to be right here on the grounds, but there's a big yard in the back of the library. We'll be taking them there. We also are going to have storytelling. There's going to be face painting, We're going to have a puppet show from the students at University of St. Martin, the education majors. So it's a nice, there's a little bit of everything. We're a library, and Rotaract as well values literacy and reading. And so we decided to, not only just do Easter egg hunting, but also, incorporate some literacy. So.
And you said 4 to 10 years old. Why is that you stick on that age group?
I think it's not too young and not too old, So that was our successful age group, I think, the last time, and we decided to stick with it this year again.
And this is your second year. Can you tell me the experience last year, how the children was, and how did it go for the staff of the library and the Rotary Act?
Last year was a little overwhelming. It was so many children. It was free last year. This year is $5. And I don't know, people were like, so many people in the library, my staff was like, oh, make sure this year you keep the numbers down, but you can't turn away a child if they come here. It's really difficult. So that's why we're really encouraging parents to come out and register their children as early as possible so you can be here and enjoy it and have a fun-filled hunt.
And Morenica, how is the response from the parents for this year's registration?
So far, great. I think we have, on my end, there's Rotaract and us still registering. I have about maybe 20 children already, and it just started this morning, so I'm already a little nervous, but it's a good response. I can't get upset with that. And it benefits the library. The proceeds from this event will go towards, half would go towards the library and library activities, and the other half would go to community activities for the Rotaract.
And there's prizes and stuff entails for this Easter hunt?
Yes, we have prizes for a boy and a girl in the 4 to 6-year-old section who found the most eggs, and also a prize for the 7 to 10-year-old section who found the most eggs. We have 2 yards, and basically we separate them in two areas. So 4 to 6-year-old have their own yard, and the 7 to 10-year-olds have their own yard.
The Police Force of St. Martin, KPSM, together with the French gendarmes, are asking anyone who has more information regarding the shooting in Dutch Quarter, which took place on March 18, where the young lady, Denaida Fenianetta, born December 10, 1993, was shot and killed. Anyone with any information concerning this shooting or what led to the shooting are asked to come forward to the gendarme or to the police with the information. This information will remain confidential. According to police spokesperson Inspector Ricardo Henson, for a successful prosecution, it's very important that statements are given in person to the detectives. On various internet sites, information about the shooting was posted. 2 names were also mentioned on the internet, namely Alexis Roberts and Brent Barry. An investigation has shown that these persons are suspect in the case, and police is making an appeal to them to turn themselves in and to give a report to the detective department. The police will also like to inform the general public that assisting a person sought by police as a suspect in any criminal case is punishable by law.
And don't dig nothing, try and understand. I'll never do you no wrong. Darling, you will never deceive. There is no need to disbelieve. Keep your trust and your faith in me, and I promise you there'll be no infidelity. The woman you catch me with the other night, she and she man, they just had a fight, and I find it was really looking so bad. The man kicked she clothes in the yard. She sit down there and start to cry like she going mad. You hear me? The $2,000 I get to she was to buy a sandwich and a coffee.
So much money?
Not another thing happen. Me and this girl ain't nothing. That's all. That is all. That is all.
The long-awaited and much-anticipated King Sparrow, Calypso King of the World, is now on St. Martin after a short postponement to give the people of St. Martin what he called a show never to be forgotten. The Calypso King, who was in a coma for over 3 weeks, was expected to be on St. Martin to perform last week, but due to advice from his doctor, postponed his travels until today to perform on Friday, April 11th. The renowned Calypso King is in high spirit, upbeat, and very humorous, as he said he is ready and able to rock the St. Martin crowd and keep them dancing as well as laughing.
Sparrow, you're here to perform for us.
Yes,
And
it
if I
did.
were to ask people, or ask you, what should people expect? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to not only to expect, but to say thanks for all their prayers, because I talk to so many people and they tell me, boy, you know, we prayed for you, and we you know, we are so glad to know that you're still alive. I mean, because being in a coma is a form of death.
Yeah.
There are no two ways about it. I mean, you know, sometimes we don't want to use the word death. But when you're in a coma, what can you remember? What can you do? You're just there. And to come out of that, and not only to come out, but in such a quick time, be able to be back on stage to perform in a very good manner to your friends and fans and everybody who, you know, who there to support you. In addition to that, you can still remember so many calypsos. So nice to be here. I was looking forward to it, and here we are with so much of a beautiful weather. And my daughter with me, she can't like St. Martin more. But I tell her when she go to the other side, the French side, I will introduce her to some of the people. I don't know if they're still there. It's been so long. Well, I have a special introduction I want to make for the people who are in front of us here right now. And what we're going to tell them is, very carefully listen. If you listen carefully, you will get everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached where the air is rare. Only one Calypsonian have gotten there. Way beyond the realm of anyone's dreams, where royalty reigns supreme, we have found it. Unrivaled, unbridled, prestigious and pristine. Now, ever since he captured and conquered the Calypso regime, he has kept it in the highest esteem. And I must let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that this Serenader Supreme at that point in time was marginally 18. But he made the ladies daydream and the young girls scream. So it was great pride and pleasure that we present for your better entertainment none other than His Excellency, the Honorable Dr. Slinger Francisco, better known as the bird with the word. In Nigeria, he is Chief Omowali of Ikoyi. In St. Thomas, he is Abai. What you do there? But everywhere else, he is the Supreme Calypso King of the world, the mighty, mighty Sparrow, 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 Sparrow. Who there? Who there? Oh! The Congo man. This is the story, ladies and gentlemen, about two lovely white women traveling all the way to Africa. They find themselves deep in the heart of the Baluba in the Congo, in the hands of my big brother Oompa. Oompa. Now, had it been me, I would have taken them back to the husband. But brother was hungry. I remember the time when I would get on stage and the audience would say, I want to hear Trinidad and Tobago will always live on. Colonialism gone. Our nation is born. We're going to follow our leaders. They always do their best. Together we aspire, together we achieve, and we bound to be a success. Saltfish. Nothing in the world sweeter than saltfish. English cod or the sweet Barbadian saltfish. It's sweeter than meat. When you out to eat, tell Fernando, all saltfish sweet. I put little Martinican girl. She come for the carnival. She want to play with George Bailey, but she ain't had no money at all. I tell she I go pay for she. but she got to spend the night with me. She consented, but when we began, if you hear how this matinee can ball, sa bon Dieu, mi se ou ka tue mwen. Mon vle l'argent pour jouer carnaval, bagay sa ka fait moins mal. Sa bon Dieu, mi se ou ka tue mwen.
The rendezvous is right here on the left-hand side. Showtime is 7 p.m. sharp. There's gonna be a lot of things in store. There's some surprises that you all is gonna crack up. There's tickets outlets. There's Van Dab 1 and 2. There's Sol gas station, Cold Bay, all the radio stations. What else again? Help me there. Orleans Hardware, they have tickets. Hudson gas station. Okay, Youth Radio, all Shekoko on the waterfront. And there will be tickets on sale here on Friday in the morning from 12 o'clock. If anybody want to come and get ticket on the spot.
Price of tickets?
It's $30 or $35
Until 5 o'clock.
Until 5 o'clock.
This has been MSR TV6 15 Minutes News. We want to thank you for viewing. Until next time.